Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's session is on a basic question for all beginners or the freshers who wants to learn about a DevOps. Okay, before going to the DevOps, there are two sections of DevOps will be there, like on-premises and cloud. Okay, today we are going to discuss about what are these cloud DevOps and at the same time on-premises. So this topic is on like the pros and cons, and at the same time, what are the benefits we can gain by using the cloud DevOps or on-premises DevOps. So discussing about this is very descriptive video. Don't skip it, and I'm going to cover about what are the use cases of cloud and at the same time on-premises also. And today we are going to talk about the pros and cons of using like selecting the process of DevOps from the on-premises and the cloud. Okay, so I'm very excited to discuss like how organizations decide between cloud and on-prem for the DevOps journey. Okay, so when I read some books, I heard there is a quotation: DevOps is not a goal. Okay, DevOps is not a goal, but a never-ending process of a continual improvement. Okay, it's an improvement. So it is an improvement. So how this improvement is happening and how we are going to achieve that one by using DevOps. Okay, we're going to explore this, how these two approaches impact this process. Okay, before going to that one, thanks for your encouragement. Thanks for watching my videos. So if you want this type of videos in my channel, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So let's jump into it. Let's introduce first, like, as you know, first start with what is a DevOps. So as I'm already telling in my videos, DevOps is it is a combination between the development and plus operation. Okay, and the main aim of our this DevOps is first one is automating the delivery and collaboration. Okay, so these are the two main key points for the to define about the DevOps and the process of the DevOps. But is companies having a different requirements? Why some prefer cloud and some prefer on-premises? Is there any reason for that one? Have you guys ever thought about that one? Have you guys have a discussion between your colleagues like why it is like that? So today we are going to discuss that one. Okay. So, but I need your comments and your suggestions on that one, like what is the environment you are using for DevOps particularly, and why you are choosing that environment for your DevOps also. So that will gives you an understanding for other viewers who are watching this video. So betterment. So which is better? So let's break it down. First of all, understanding the two models. That means if you take cloud, if you take cloud, okay, cloud DevOps is completely relies on the public providers. That means, as I said, AWS, Azure, AKS, or GCP. Correct? Sorry, it's not AKS. Sorry, it's Azure. Okay, because it offers managed infrastructure, reducing the maintenance effort, and at the same time, so it is a very easy to use. But when you see from the on-prem, what on-prem is providing here? Okay, on-prem it is like a completely organization controls, full controls. Okay, it's a full controls over the infrastructure. Okay, and also when you go with on-prem, it requires a dedicated hardware, dedicated hardware, hardware and management. So the difference here is like it on-prem is requires a dedicated hardware to run your services, run your business. Okay, but when you go with the cloud, it's a public provider. You can choose your a provider whatever the requirement for you, and you can choose it, and based upon which will be suits to your fits to your infrastructure, you can choose for the cloud service. That the choice is completely depends on your needs, and at the same time the security concerns and cost considerations. Okay, so when you're going with the cloud, you have to have an architects and you have to have a solution architects and designers. They have to decide which cloud can be suitable for your infrastructure. And on-prem, whichever is having that on-prem, whether your organization suits for this on-prem business. So the decision has to be taken care by the your architects and the business flows. Next, let's compare the cloud and on-prem. Basically, what are the key comparisons between this cloud and DevOps? So when you see, let me draw a diagram like this. Sorry, it's DevOps cloud, and this is on-prem. Okay. So main thing is DevOps will have. So we need to think about the um, cost, security, okay, and performance maintenance. Here we need to have a dedicated hardware maintenance and management. So what are all the, see, when you start your org with the DevOps, anything in the cloud or on-prem, there should be some pros and cons. Okay. So first we'll talk about what are all the pros. That means goods, what we have from the cloud. So cloud DevOps comes with the multiple benefits. It is flexible, as you know, since it is a cloud-based service, scalable. Okay, you can increase, decrease, and based on your demand, and it's a cost effective. And as you know, there is a pay as you concept is there on the all cloud providers. Okay, whatever the service you are using, you can pay for your service and go. Okay. So cloud providers also handle maintenance, security, and updates, whatever I said, right? Plus it enables global deployments and making it easier to scale applications very quickly. So these are the main benefits of the cloud service if you chose. And let's discuss about the cons. Okay, the minus from the cloud. So cloud is not perfect. Why? Because when you go with the long-term usage, it can be expensive. Okay, it can be expensive. And many companies face vendor lock-in, meaning they depend on a single cloud provider. Okay, security is a main concern. Security is the main concern. And because since data is stored externally and cloud providers impose some configuration limitations, restrictions, and customizations to the data. So these are the main part which will be taken into the considerations when you are going to the DevOps. Okay, DevOps, that too into the cloud. So at the same time, what are all the pros and cons we have for the, just a second. So as we discussed about the pros and cons about the cloud, let's discuss about the pros and cons when you use your applications in the on-prem also. Okay, pros and cons from on-prem. So on-prem DevOps offers a complete control. As I said, like we have a complete control to manage your applications or anything. And security also is a major advantage because we are using in our company infrastructure, so we can manage our security, okay, to avoid any breaches. And performance can also be optimized for a specific workloads. And because we know what is the workloads we are having in our on-premises, and based on that calculations, we can provide the respective performance details to the infrastructure, and we can design accordingly. And compliance. Okay, compliance is very easier to manage since everything remains in the in-house architecture, because in-house is nothing but a on-prem. Okay, so we have it in the on-premises, so everything will be in our control. Coming to that cons. Okay, cons like on-prem comes with their own challenges. That means the initial investment is high because companies must buy and maintain hardware. Okay, that's as I said, like we don't know the um, uptime, downtime, scaling up, scaling down. So those things and all we cannot estimate in the on-premises. So we must buy and maintain hardware. Okay, very huge amount of hardware we need to purchase there, and scaling is limited. Okay, scaling is very limited. Limited since adding resources requires new purchases again. Maintenance a big responsibility, which requires a dedicated IT staff we need to require to monitor your server system and provisioning a new service resources, like which is a slower when compared to cloud. As you know, if you want to scale up your applications or if you want to scale up your instances in cloud, you can go as pay as you go. As I said, like you can increase your instances, so it will scale accordingly. But if you want to do the same, if you want to scale up that instances on fly, it is not possible in the on premises. It will take some time. So that is the problem here in the on premises. Coming to the real use cases of the cloud and the real use cases of the on-prem and the versus cloud. Okay, suppose imagine if you are a startup company with a fast changing needs. Okay, if it is a small startup, then what you need to do, you have to select some. So when you see, sorry, one second, I hope the sharing is started. Yeah, wait a second, not is shared. Okay, so coming to that real use case, right? We are talking about, for example, when you are taking a startup company, okay? If you're taking any startup company, if you want to use something for a fast changing needs, cloud is the best choice. Okay, cloud is a very good choice. Suppose if you are in finance, healthcare, or government, where security and compliance are very critical, on-prem may be the better choice. Okay, so that's what my suggestion is. For startups, you can start with the cloud, okay, because it is a pay as you go. So for beginning startup for your things, you can decide your market, and you can decide your budget for your project, and you can start using the any cloud services, either it is a cloud, anything, AWS, Azure, or GCP. But why I'm telling to that finance, right? Finance or healthcare and government, because the data which they were managing, it is very crucial, and it doesn't because to reduce the breaches, security breaches and compliances, out of compliances. So those are very critical for them to maintain. So for that reason, I'm telling that for these areas, these sectors can be used by the on-premises. Okay, so basically they both are having a pros and cons, but deciding factor is where you are going to make use of your application, whether it is in the cloud or in the on-premises, and taking this all the considerations, whatever the points I said, right? Deciding that one, we can start your application into the respective services. And some companies they're starting with the hybrid approach also. What is hybrid approach? That means hybrid approach is nothing but many companies today are moving towards a hybrid model. Why? Because it is a combination of both, best of both worlds. Like they are on premises for sensitive workloads and cloud for scalability. Good thing, right? So they are using the sensitive data that will be in the on premises, and whatever the scale workable items and all that can be keep under the cloud. Workloads and all can keep under the cloud. So there is no security breaches or compliances will come, right? So the data will be there maintained by the on-prem itself, and workloads are running in the cloud. So that is the beauty here. So a bank, for example, might store customer data on-prem while running customer-facing application that will be run in the cloud. So that is what the concept will be. So this approach balances security, scalability, and cost. So that is the end of the day. Any organizations will focus on these three areas: security and scalability and the cost. Remember, security, scalability, and cost. So based upon these things only, we can choose whatever the requirement we need it. And suppose just let's make an interactive discussion with the people who are watching this video. Suppose if you are starting a new company today, would you go for a cloud or on-prem? Just drop your answers in the chat or raise your hand. Also, let's discuss a real world case. What if a traditional company wants to migrate to cloud? What are the challenges they would face? So this is just a question to the people who are watching my video. So just share your opinions for that one. Okay, then next one is like I'm taking to the next one is what are all the future trends in DevOps. So as I said, like in my videos, looking ahead, DevOps is evolving a lot, and AI-driven automation is transforming DevOps workloads. Okay, AI is completely taking the DevOps to the next level. Okay, and then hybrid cloud is growing rapidly, which blending the cloud and on-prem security is shifted towards a zero trust model, and compliance is becoming a major driver for DevOps adoption. So keeping up this trend is very crucial at this time. So we need to be very clear about the ask and clear about the requirements to proceed further on this one. So that's what I just want to say for the future trends about in the DevOps. Finally, to wrap up this video, I just want to say like there is no one size fits for all solutions. That's my statement. Because, for example, if you take uh, one organization, it doesn't suitable for either cloud or on premises. So we have to think of an opportunity like how we can make it of a hybrid cloud, or why can't we make it for the cloud and on-prem separately like that? But cloud DevOps is a great for agility, while on-prem DevOps is best for control. My thought is okay, but hybrid models are going very traction. The key is to choose based on the business needs, as I said, and keep learning, stay adaptable, and embrace automation. So these are the three things to be understand from this video. Understand like keep learning, stay adaptable, and embrace automations. These three things will keep you up on the future trends on the DevOps. So this is about this video. Thank you for all joining today's discussion. Okay, I just want to end up with a quotation like the most powerful tool we have as a developers is automation. Keep experimenting and optimizing your DevOps journey. Okay, feel free to ask any questions, and I need your comments and I need your encouragement to provide this type of videos in my future. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and let's learn together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.